Welcome back here to the Jordy Culotta Show, driven and powered by Go Chevrolet. Enormous win for LSU last Saturday night in Tiger Stadium. What do you like?
I mean, sometimes we're talking about like really interesting things on the breaks, and then sometimes if people knew, they would be like, "What?"
I like sesame seeds in my salad. Kill me.
Sesame seeds.
What are you going to do
poppy
here?
seeds.
Yeah, I mean, you want to know what we're talking about in the break? That's what we're talking about.
Sesame seeds. Seeds.
Yeah, don't eat
Seed
sesame
talk.
seeds before a drug test.
At some point, all of us will be talking about Colin Hurley
seeds.
because it's only going to be a matter of time before he gets on campus and he is the signal caller at LSU. If you have not seen this prospect, he is, he looks like almost like the perfect quarterback. He is 6 foot, 215 pounds. He's at a Trinity Christian Academy in Jacksonville, Florida. He had offers from every college in the country. He chose LSU last week. He was in Baton Rouge for the Alabama game, and he is reclassified. He was originally the top signal caller in the class of 2025. His commitment announcement also disclosed last week that he had reclassified to the class of 2024, which will put him in Baton Rouge a year ahead of schedule. Now, our guy right now is, I believe, sitting in like the teeth of a hurricane. So we appreciate his commitment for joining us here this morning on the Jordy Culotta Show. Colin, congratulations, man. How are you? Good morning.
I'm doing great. How are you doing?
Good. How is the weather right now?
Well, it's not the best right now. No, I really appreciate the opportunity to be a guest on this show.
Yeah, bro.
And to speak to you and the LSU fan base. No, I wanna make it fun. No, I don't. Most people are probably driving to work, going to school, but I want to make it fun, talk about LSU football and the great things that are happening there. But before we do get started, I'll just like everybody to keep the state of Florida in their thoughts and prayers as we're going through a very bad hurricane right now. It's horrible weather. I'm sitting in the car right now while the storm's passing by.
Jeez, bro.
Scary.
We appreciate the message for sure, and we are thinking about the people of Florida right now because of the weather that they are experiencing. So we will definitely keep that at top of mind. Tell me what it was about LSU that made them stand out from everybody else, because as I learned about you in recruiting, you could have gone anywhere. What was it about LSU that made you pledge to the Tigers?
No, I was being recruited by a lot of teams, and there was a lot of things going on behind the scenes that people just don't know about. No, you can't believe everything you see on social media. There's a lot of guys who are like that, but that's not me. No, I'd rather prefer to let my play speak for itself, and that's the mindset I plan on bringing to LSU. The night before I committed to LSU, I was contacted by some other teams, and they asked me if I would reconsider going to their school. But I told them, I was like, nope, my mind is made up on LSU. No, LSU is the place for me. LSU just really did everything right. Jordan, Destiny, John in the recruiting department all did a great job staying in contact with me every week. Sometimes two times a week. They really just did a great job. They rolled out the red carpet for my family and I. Each visit got deeper, and I felt like that relationship was growing as we went. I had a very strong relationship with Coach Sloan, Coach Denbrock, Coach Kelly. I told them I wanted to be coached hard. I told them that I want to make it to the highest level. And I really feel like LSU can get me to the highest level, develop me. And ultimately, honestly, I want to bring a national championship home to LSU. So that's why I decided on going to LSU. I felt like it was the best place for me.
Your freshman season, you threw for just under 2,200 yards, 24 touchdowns. And here in your sophomore season, you were on pace to have a really good year. You missed the last couple of weeks. How is your health right now?
It's great now. I got back last week's game. I threw for, I want to say, almost 160 to 165 yards, 3 touchdowns.
Look at that.
No, that was actually the day that I committed to LSU. So it was just great coming back off the injury, throwing for 3 touchdowns, coming to LSU, and going up to Baton Rouge and watching LSU beat Alabama. Now that was the best commit weekend you can ask for.
Incredible. Tell me about your experience for the game. What was it like in Tiger Stadium for you?
No, it was amazing. No, just seeing the atmosphere, seeing the people, the fans, and watching LSU beat Alabama, it was truly something special. It was honestly an epic weekend. No, I got to spend a ton of time with the staff, and just committing as well the night before. I was getting a lot of attention as well from fans. So no, it felt great, and no, I can't wait till I'm on campus and playing for LSU.
Colin, are you 15 years old?
I am 15, yes, sir.
God.
Sounds like you're 30.
How
What a
impressive.
heady play to commit.
How long have you been waiting for this moment your entire life? Your short entire life, but I mean, you have been looking towards this for a long time, I'd imagine, right?
Yes, sir, I have. No, I've been watching LSU football ever since I was a little kid. No, they've always been my dream school, and just getting this opportunity to play for LSU, no, it's amazing, and I thank God for everything that I can do now, all my talents. But I'm just going to keep on working harder day by day to become the best quarterback and person I can be on and off the field.
What was the decision of reclassification? What went into that?
So I was thinking about it for a while. But we kept that quiet and moved silently, so it all lined up. Now I was taking extra credit classes, or not extra credit, but just extra classes over the past 2 years, preparing to reclassify if I wanted to make that decision.
When you were 13.
Sir?
When you were 13, you decided that you were already looking to reclassify.
Yes, sir. I was looking if that would be the best option once it came to it. No, I have a 4.1 GPA, so my grades were never a problem. Now, I was speaking with the LSU staff for a while, and they told me that they evaluated me against the 24s, and they would love to have me as their 24 quarterback and only 24 quarterback. I really feel like I'll be ready physically, mentally, in every way to join the team in the 24 class, and I'm super excited about this.
What's your relationship like with Brian Kelly?
It's amazing. We speak once a week. We talk about my film, what they do there at LSU. We just catch up on a lot of things, and like I said, I can't wait to be on campus and be their quarterback.
Jordan Arcement, J.R. Belton, guys like that behind the scenes at LSU, we hear their names a ton. You mentioned that staff coming in. What was your relationship? What has been your relationship growing like with the LSU staff, not just Kelly and Denbrock and Sloan? What's it been like with the entire crew?
No, they do a great job. No, they don't get as much attention as they deserve, but no, they've done a great job with my family and I, recruiting me and keeping me in the loop with everything. No, they were the first people to actually reach out to me and tell the coaching staff about me, actually. So no, my relationship with them has been great. I hop on the phone with them once a week. No, I love those guys. They're like family to me.
Do you play any other sports?
I don't. No, sir.
Strictly football, huh? Is it a year-round sport for you? How does your schedule work outside of your regular season?
Well, I do a lot of I weight lift a lot. I train at Torch Sports Performance with Dr. Tom Gormelli. Now he designs all of my lifting, my sprint work, all of my throwing regimens, and I also have 2 quarterback developers, Coach Will Culotta, Coach Denny Thompson, who I throw with mostly. No, I'm a gym rat, and I love to lift and train, but I also might slight possibility of me playing baseball this year. I feel like
Sounds like the
going
baseball
Well,
coach over at
coaches
Trinity Christian's doing work.
We need a Friday night starter.
Right. So from the standpoint of LSU, watching them play, what do you make of Jaden Daniels? What do you make of this offense right now?
Well, I feel like the offense is honestly on a roll. I feel like they've improved week by week, and it's showing on the field. I feel like where Jaden Daniels started, coming in from Arizona State into a high-tier SEC program. No, you don't see a lot of people doing that, but he came in here, embraced it, and I feel like he's getting better week by week. Now, that was also another thing that went into my decision going into LSU. It was looking at the QB development, and I feel like they've developed Jaden Daniels into a very good QB this year, and I can't wait to see how he does next year as well.
What do you make of what that quarterback room is going to look like when you get there? It's going to be really competitive, right, with Walker Howard and Ricky Collins and maybe even Garrett Nussmeier and you in there. What do you make of that comp you're walking into?
I really feel like it's going to be exciting. No, I'm going to be pushed. No, I'm not worried about the competition. I'm just worried about getting myself better, being the best quarterback I can be, and to have those type of quarterbacks push me, having these type of coaches to push me as well. No, it's only gonna make me better.
No way you're 15, bro.
Yes, sir.
No way.
Yeah.
No chance.
What's your birthday?
Quit lying to me, bud. What year were you born?
2007. My birthday's March 1st.
National championship
so
year.
nasty.
Let's go. It's already loaded up.
Colin, who's
Let's
Trinity
go.
Christian got Friday night? Who y'all got
What'd
Friday
you say,
night?
sir?
Who y'all got Friday night?
We actually have a bye week, and then we play Orlando Christian Prep next week. We only beat them by, I think, maybe a touchdown last year, so it's going to be a good game this year. They have all of the returning players, so it's going to be really exciting. I can't wait.
Is the playoffs? Are y'all in playoffs right now?
Yes, sir.
Nice. Best of luck to you, dude. I can't tell you how impressive you are to speak with in person. I know that everybody that covers recruiting, that follows recruiting, and that is a ton that follows LSU football, is amped about your commitment to the Tigers. And I can't wait to watch you play, man. Congratulations on everything, and stay safe in that weather, bro.
Yes, sir. Thank you. That means a lot to me. I can't wait to get on campus and bring a national championship home to LSU. So I'm really excited, and I'm very grateful for this opportunity. Go Tigers.
We will do this again, Colin. Thank you, man.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Sounds great. Thank you.
All right.
Keep stacking that class.
See you, man.
Wow.
How big of a loser was I?
At 15?
Good.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, Colin would probably hang out with you. Everybody needs
Everybody
needs the plug.
That
Colin,
was amazing.
you give me
15
some
years
tests.
old?
I can give you
Because he was thinking about this stuff at 13.
13.
That's
Like,
impressive.
13 years old.
I mean, look at
13,
this. Look
honestly,
at this film.
Right. It's,
At 13, I was typing in big boobs in all capital letters
Yeah.
into the computer.
He's
I
an
was like, this will help.
Right.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah, right.
He's an old soul.
That's
That's
unbelievable.
Beyond an old soul.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's-
I read his quotes whenever we did the Power Hour last week, and I was reading them out loud, and I was like, what am I
Did he
reading?
write
Like,
these?
this is like advanced, high, like he could write college papers with the way he's speaking. And I
But
was
now
like,
you know it's him writing
absolutely.
it because he
But
speaks the
I,
same.
I told everyone on Power, I was like, there's not a kid that 15 years old that plays football like that speaks like this.
No.
Like, you don't find them. They don't grow on trees. He's unbelievable.
Yeah.
One of one.
the best freshman in the state of Florida last year, voted on by coaches in the state, which, just say that out loud, I mean, that might be the best state of high school football in our country. Right now, he is back from an injury that he sustained and missed 3 weeks. Last week in his first game back, 3 touchdown passes, 3 for over 165 yards. Shows up to Baton Rouge the next day as a fresh LSU commit, sees LSU beat Alabama in Tiger Stadium, rushes the field. Just going through a really cool part of life right now, and sounds like he is all LSU, locked in to the Tigers, and thinking about what that quarterback room is going to look like when he shows up to campus. Man, we are entering the golden age of LSU quarterbacks. It's just pure as the names and the competition that LSU is going to have on campus. It has never consistently looked like this. For every Tommy Hodson that you had in the 80s, you had to wait how many years before you got somebody next, and what was it, Herb Tyler, maybe? That was the next quarterback that you trusted, right? After Herb Tyler, who was it? Jamarcus? Before you trusted somebody again? Matt Flynn? After Matt Flynn, the decade that it took you to find somebody that you would even go out there and think that you could win with, right? Every year, fool's gold, fool's gold, fool's gold. And then Burrow shows up, number 1 pick. Holy cow, it can look like this. And then that turns into kind of this recruiting euphoria at the position where you've lost this reputation of being a quarterback graveyard to now being somewhere where a quarterback can shine. And the Burrow effect, look what has happened since 2019, specifically at that position in recruiting. Right? I mean, it has been 4-star after 5-star after 4-star after 5-star. Garrett Nussmeier to Walker Howard to Ricky Collins to Colin Hurley. I mean, it has been nonstop of Elite 11, nationally recognized guys at that position. And when Hurley shows up on campus, that will be the most competitive quarterback room I can imagine. I mean, even this year's quarterback competition with Nussmeier, Daniels, and Miles Brennan was something that LSU fans was not really used to. I mean, if you were listening to national shows in the offseason, the most intriguing quarterback competition in the country was at LSU. I mean, when's the last time that happened? And they got the right guy.
When's the last time that happened?
I mean,
That's the more impressive.
I remember Craig Nall, Josh Booty, and Rohan in competition, and that was great competition. And they started Craig Nall. You know what I mean? Like
Alexandria, stand
everybody
up.
was like,
Huh?
"Where's Rowe? Play Rowe." I mean, like it was. Even when they had quarterbacks, they didn't even know they had quarterbacks. But now it seems like it's just going to be. Look, I don't think that it may not look like that. Because that's a position where, you know, guys, if they're not playing or they see the writing on the wall, they can transfer out and go play immediately. So the room may not look like that. But as it's stacked today, and if you just heard Hurley, I mean, it sounds like whoever was calling the night before he committed ain't got a shot. Got no prayer. Sounds like he's coming to Baton Rouge. And the way that it's lined up now when he arrives is that you've got Walker Howard, Ricky Collins, and possibly Garrett Nussmeier in the same room competing for a starting spot. And then this kid shows up? I mean, like,
Oh, okay.
he's really impressive to talk to. I mean, that was very impressive to talk to. Watch his film.
Oh,
Like, if you're listening to this on podcast, we were showing the film on our YouTube edition of the show. Go back to the YouTube and watch his highlights. I mean, this kid throws the ball like Michael Vick.
He's making.
He flicks his wrist and the ball comes out of his hand. Kind of like Ricky Collins.
He's
I mean,
making
he
that
kind of
throw.
looks like, I mean, you know, it's like one of these quarterbacks where you're like, damn, look at this kid throw the football.
his motion. Yeah, I mean, it's the new age of what college football quarterbacks look like. Because like, you heard what he said. He has 2 quarterback coaches, a personal trainer, but
Doesn't play any other sports.
doesn't play any other sports. That throwing motion has been ingrained in his brain since he was probably, I mean, this kid, he was 13 thinking about college, so probably since he was like 6 or 7 years old, he's probably been working with a quarterback coach, and you can see how fluid and tight that motion is. Like Ricky has a little hitch in his, and you can tell he's just like, this is me playing football. This man has been told exactly what to do and how to play quarterback for the majority of his life, and that's the new age of 7-on-7, having a quarterback's coach to where they invest in you so heavily that this is what you're going to do. And we see at the, like, if you can handle it, which it feels like Colin Hurley can, then in 4 years, you'll be in college. 3 years after that, you'll be in the NFL. And then all of this money that we put into you, I mean, we're just going to return in, 10x. Because that's just what the game is now. If you're able to compete at that level and, get those, I guess, amenities and think that's, like, if that's what you want to do with your life, the quarterback and the coaching is out there if you're willing to put the work in. And, I mean, Colin Hurley could not be more impressive throwing the ball like that at 15 years old.
Daily, we are brought to you by Katie's in Mid-City, a restaurant and bar over in New Orleans. Remember, you can find them online, katiesinmidcity.com. Got a text from Scott Craig yesterday. about the award-winning pizza.
All right, what do you say about it? What is St. Louis style pizza?
Well, he did not give me the description. I'm going to go in there
Okay.
one day and give a
Review?
kind of like a Portnoy type review. We're going to go do the
like
sit down, eat, social media type review of the pizza over at Katie's. If you had the pizza, let me know.
St. Louis style
Or if you
is
know
very
what it is.
interesting.
What
Is it kind of like the burnt?
No, it's the type of cheese that they put on it.